Hi guys. We are here posted at Notting Hill Video and Music Exchange, and I am joined by Samara Cyn. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. How we feeling? Great.
Amazing.
This isn't even your first time here, right? Because you opened up for Nas, Royal Albert Hall. Like, what was that like?
It was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like when you grow up like listening to somebody and then you like have to perform like in front of them and like open their show. It's like, and there was definitely a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been to the Royal Albert Hall, but it's like people are like stacked into the walls. Like, they're just like floors and floors and floors of people. So it was pretty nerve wracking, especially like it's an older crowd.
Yeah.
And it's I had to really adjust my set to make sure like I have a part in my set where I'm like, has anybody been through a breakup? I had to be like, anybody have a divorce recently? Like,
It's a different age bracket all together.
yeah, so I had to really like calm down my little Gen Z jokes. But it was really fun.
Yeah, they ate it up. They ate up the jokes.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. London crowds are always amazing. Like, we sing back, we give you energy.
Oh, yeah.
We give back.
My first headline was in London.
Oh my God, which venue was that?
The Forge, the lower third.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was a free show and it was like a very small room, but it was packed out. Like we had
we
so
show
much
up.
fun.
One thing about us, we show up. Now, we spoke about Nas being one of your early influences. I guess who else can you name that's kind of led you towards the sound that you have today?
Yeah, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill. I would say like maybe early on like No Name Gypsy as well. Tyler, Isaiah Rashad. I'll say SZA too. I'll throw in SZA, Christina Aguilera. Like there's so many people that I like listen to growing up that I'm like, yeah, I love that so much. And I feel like I listen to a lot of different things too. Like I could even throw in Florence and the Machine, which is like
Representation. Love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So like, yeah, there's a lot of different things. I moved around so much, and both my parents listened to like different genres of music, and so, I don't know, a lot of things kind of contributed to like this melting pot of like
your sound. And that's what, like, I was going to touch on that later, but like your music taste is so eclectic and it kind of shows in your sound. But moving around a lot, was there ever a point where you really felt like you found home? Like, what does home sound like to you? What's that sonically?
Yes, it's hip hop and R&B. That was the one thing that they both listened to every Sunday, that when you wake up in the morning and you clean the house and the first thing you wake up to is like the house blasting music.
You know what time it is.
You know what I'm saying? So like Slick Rick, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, like a lot of that was playing in the house, but even like Keith Sweat, like a lot of Eric.
Yeah.
So, and it didn't range back too far.
Okay. Yeah.
Like 90s, maybe like late 80s.
You're a 90s baby?
I am a 90s baby. Technically, I caught the end of it right now.
Oh my God.
98.
I'm 97, but at the end, so I'm basically 98. So, but how is it? Obviously, you're growing up and you're seeing music evolve and sound evolve, but then you grew up with this kind of like, you know, everyone calls it old school now. How do you kind of balance the two between, okay, I'm staying current, but paying homage to the past as well? Like,
it's tough. It's tough because you have to grow with the times. You know what I'm saying? I think like at the end of the day, you just have to make what comes out of you
first,
and like without feeling like the weight of, oh, I have to make the OGs proud, but I also got to stay palatable. And like that, when you get into the studio, that's too much thinking.
Yeah.
It's like, baby, I'm just going to try to come in here and just make whatever comes out of me that day. And like, I think that's the battle of like every session.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, how authentic is this? Like, let me make sure that I'm bearing it all out to where I'm not thinking too hard about who's going to receive it or whatever. It's for me first.
Love it.
Then I share it with everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. And when did you actually decide to share your music with people? Like, talk to me about your journey as an artist. We started at poetry, and then we continued slam poetry, and then you started going into rap. Like, talk to me about that journey.
I wrote poetry.
Okay.
So I would write raps to like verses, like little verses and stuff when I was bored. And I'd call my sister and be like, hey, listen to this. I just like, you know how to rap it. She'd be like, okay, like, can I get off the phone now? So there were little like inklings of like rapping happening. And then my sophomore year of college, I was hanging out with a bunch of friends. It was way early in the morning. We had class the next day. And my friend was playing beats.
Okay.
He rapped. And I was like, I got something in my notes that would go to this. I pulled up a little poem and I started rapping it. And all my friends were like, oh, that's pretty good. And I think like in a couple weeks, I was in the studio. Just because the people that I hung around, like they also like made music and could get me into, you know,
okay,
recording it. And it wasn't long after that that I like started releasing music on SoundCloud, which I probably shouldn't have done, because
Why?
right when you start out doing something, you're not good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you know what? It's better to have something out than to make it perfect. Like the fact that you even got it out, then you try again, you stumble, you keep going. Oh no. Can we still find those songs?
oh no, I've destroyed them.
Right. Okay.
They're destroyed.
Like, fair enough. But okay, you start
yeah.
posting on SoundCloud and you're like, okay, do you know what? I kind of like this. I'm
Yeah.
getting the hang of this.
And I just like, I was still very much like traditional thinker. Like at university, I was going to graduate and I was going to get a good job and I was going to do all these things. And so like being a SoundCloud rapper wasn't in my like bingo card or whatever. So like I would just do it for fun. And it's like, as the year went on, it was like the only thing that I did for fun.
Okay.
It was like, oh, okay, like I love this so much. And then COVID, the pandemic hit, and it was like I was inside.
You were locked in by force.
I need to record. I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like I lived by myself at the time, so I felt like I was going crazy.
So you need some type of outlet.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I love that. You have had such an amazing, like, good couple of years. So let's talk about, you had a debut project coming out last year, October, and now Backroads.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Backroads. What was the inspiration between the name?
Backroads was kind of like, I say that it's about hyper normalization.
Yeah.
And it's basically like taking the long way around instead of like facing issues like head on and actually getting through them and working through them.
Oh.
And we kind of see like there's a lot going on right now in my country. There's a lot going on, I don't know, in my life. There's a lot going on in our world that is like really tragic, you know?
Absolutely.
And there's so much like agony in the world right now. It feels like, and we just go to work and we go to school and we, you know, like
Clock keeps turning, wheels keep turning.
Yeah, and we're just supposed to act like things are normal, and because we don't know what to do, you know? So it was like, it didn't sit right with me how normal everything felt, even though it wasn't normal. And so like I took some time to just really confront what I was feeling in myself, that I was trying to ignore, but also like what I felt like we may be feeling as a society.
Yes.
And so it was that all the way through.
Is that kind of a bit of inspo behind, I guess we look at the cover art and it's like the world. You say, just speaking about lots of suffering going on around the world. And like, you're also very visual. Imagery is a big thing for you. So talk to me about the visuals behind Backroads, because a lot of caricatures, like a doll, like what is that about?
Yeah, so I guess like the word that kept coming up was delusion. And like that Backroads, or that like, oh, we're gonna just pretend like it's normal, kind of seems delusional. So we were trying to represent that through like this 3D virtual reality type of thing, because it's like it's not real. And then there's knit in every single cover art that like leads up into the project. So like the world is kind of like made of this knit, but it's falling apart. So it's like this comfort in our delusion is like not actually real, you know, but we want to be so comfortable with all these like fabrics or whatever. It's like kind of like representative in that way.
That's so amazing. I want to ask them, what came first? I guess the idea of that, because you're living the life, things are happening and you're thinking, oh my God, okay, this is what I want to cover. Did that come first, or did the songs come first? Ultimately, artwork and the idea behind that, or the songs?
I feel like the concept came first. The concept came first, and then it kind of like redirected, I think, a lot of the songs. But I was creating, and I kept saying I kept telling my manager, like, I'm not going to do anything like super conceptual or like intentional. Like, I'm just going to put some songs out. Like, I'll just give him 5 songs and like, we'll call it a day. And then as like I kept going, it's like what was happening in my life was reflecting in the music. And so I kept talking about like this delusion thing, or I kept talking about like how I felt like a lot of pressure, or like, why do I feel like this? Or why do I feel like I have to do this? And so, the songs kind of started to tip in that direction. And then once I got like how I was going to tie everything together, I was like, yeah, bet, like
locked in.
like, this is what we're making songs about. Like every studio session, it was like, this is what my project's about. Let's make something that sounds like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I really wanted it to be more upbeat too, and like lighthearted.
Yes.
Which also kind of like represents the delusion thing, because it's like, let's talk about real shit. Also like,
everything's fine with a fire burning behind you. Everything's okay.
Yeah, exactly. So like even the music videos kind of have that like vibe to them. It's like chaos, but also like chill.
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And you worked with Smino
Yes.
on a track. What was that like?
Man, he's so cool, dude. He's probably like the coolest person I've ever met. He's so kind,
Oh my God.
and very talented. And I don't think people realize how like musically inclined he is. Like we talked about it a lot. He like grew up in the church and stuff.
Okay.
He drums. He's a drummer. I'm pretty sure he plays more instruments than that. But like even knowing that he's like a really well-versed drummer, and like then listening to his cadences and his flows,
You hear the percussionist within him.
Damn, like what the hell? Like I knew he was a great writer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I knew he was like super lyrical. I knew his flows were good. I obviously have been listening to his music for a long time. So to like witness him in action was actually really cool. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from that tour in general. And so it was a really cool experience. Just like getting to know like one of my favorite artists, and now we homies. Like it's cool.
Is that not crazy? Because even like the Cosigns, Erykah Badu, like Nas, how does that feel? Like you're sat in this moment. It's like, this is crazy because I actually used to listen to you lot. Like I still have your albums. That's insane.
Yeah. It feels that good.
I know.
It almost feels like you know when you, I don't know like if everybody does this, but like the angel numbers thing.
Yeah.
And like
got them tatted on me.
and it's like confirmation.
Yeah.
I feel like when you get like SZA liked one of my posts the other day.
Oh, you're besties now. Oh, yeah, you're besties now. DM her.
We go together now.
Literally, real bad. Real bad.
No, but it's like just little things like that.
Yeah.
It's like, confirmation.
Mm.
Cool. Like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm like planting seeds in the right places, and people are seeing it, and it's reaching people. And it's reaching people like that.
Yeah.
It's reaching like people that I really admire and respect from like a fan that listens to music standpoint. It's like validation, confirmation. Cool, let's keep going.
You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. And let's talk XXL Freshman Class of 2025. Who was the first person you told when you found out you made it? Like, who got that first call? What was that first call like?
I think my therapist.
Okay, yeah. How did you unpack it? How did you unpack that?
I think it was my therapist. Because I was really torn on if I wanted to do it.
Okay.
To be honest.
Why was that?
And I think I called my therapist because I didn't know if that was fear-based or if it was like valid, what I was feeling. But you know, I feel like the classes that come up, the XXL, like over time, you know, it's turned into like a chopping block for artists that go up there. And I think in this climate, people love to hate on things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so XXL, with like the space that it's in now, it almost felt like, am I doing a good thing for myself, or am I doing a bad thing for myself?
Like, are you offering yourself up on the chopping block that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went back, I did my research, and I saw Doechii, and I saw Mono, I saw Bag, I saw Glorilla, and I saw Kendrick, and I saw all of these amazing people that passed through this like milestone, and have incredible careers.
Literally.
And I was like, okay, like whether they're gonna say something negative about it or not, like I know what I'm capable of, so I'm just gonna go, and I'm just gonna do what I do, and the people that fuck with me are gonna fuck with me. And, you know, if they don't, then like they're still gonna be talking about it. So
that's the only thing you can do. Like you spoke about the authenticity point, right? You can just show up as yourself. It is what it is. What more can you do? And your voice is needed. Your voice is important.
Thanks.
People need to hear you. You understand that? I hope you take that in.
I pulled up and I was like, where are the women?
Right.
What's happening here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like after seeing that that's what it was when I walked in, I was like, oh, like I'm so glad that I agreed to do it, because I would have been hurt if I watched it and I bowed out, you know what I'm saying? And I watched it and I was like, why are there no women here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I, just so y'all know, I kind of asked them about that. It was like, hey, what's going on here?
Where's everybody at?
Where is everybody? And, you know, they had their reasons and everything, but I was just kind of like, you know, we have to be representative about the next class.
Yeah.
We're going to be representative about the next class. It should be representative. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
There anyone you think we should be listening to, like over here in the UK? Anyone that you want to put us on to?
Yeah, well, I feel like the two people that I keep saying are Lexa Gates.
Okay.
I think that would have been a really cool sound to bring to XXL. And then BK.
Okay.
I think BK is dope.
I love that. We're gonna check them out.
Rapping her ass off. Also Junie. There's this girl Junie. She's from Detroit, and her name is Junii.
Okay.
So raps her ass off.
We're locked in. Thank you, Samara. She's just giving us bare suggestions, and we're gonna lock those in. We're gonna play a little game, a little this or that, just to get to know you a little bit more.
Cool.
Just so everyone can get to know you.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring out my phone. It's literally rapid fire. When I say the first thing that comes to your head, that's what I want you to say. Don't even think about it too much.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Cool. Do you prefer a love ballad or a heartbreak song?
Heartbreak song.
Hip hop or neo soul?
Neo soul.
Poetry or rap?
Rap.
Early morning run or a late night drive?
Late night drop.
Songwriting alone or in a group?
Alone.
Orchestra or house band?
House band.
No pressure. UK crowd or US crowd?
I low-key say UK crowd.
Thank you so much.
I low-key, yeah, they get into it. I'm sorry. Like, at home, we be like, impress me. I'm like, out here, they're like, oh, I just had to hear.
We're so ready. Listen, we are so ready. We love good music and we appreciate good music. And last but not least, In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Love that. And that was this or that. And now we're going to pick some vinyls. We are here, like I said, Notting Hill Music and Video Exchange. And we're going to pick some vinyls. So have a look, have a wonder. We're going to have some time. I want you to pick 2 records for me, yeah?
Okay.
First one has to be one that, like, you appreciate, something you like. And then the next one, I want you to put me on, something I need to go home and listen to myself.
Okay. Channel Orange. What? I'm done.
You got it? Okay. Before we get into it, let's talk about your 2025.
Okay.
What's been like your most memorable moment of your 2025 so far?
We've done so many cool things. Me forgetting all of the memorable moments.
That's always the case when you're asked on the spot to be like, yeah, so what did you do yesterday? You're like, what did I do actually?
Right, what did I eat? No. Okay. Oh, there's so many.
Right.
Unfortunately, they're all like flashing in my brain. But the last show of tour.
Okay. Yeah. What's it? Was that?
St. Louis. I got a reminder before the show to like really take a moment because it was the last show.
Mm-hmm.
We had did 31 shows over the span of 2 months, and we were gone for so long. It was my first tour, and to like really take a moment and like be like, damn, this is the last show.
Yeah.
And I took that moment on stage and just like thinking back to the first show and how terrified I was. And then the power that I was standing in at the last show and all the things that I had learned and the relationships that I was able to build, it was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're
like,
in your power.
Yeah, it really felt like that. And I felt like I get really like proud of when there are moments where I was like, I said I was going to do this and like I just finished it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been saying, I'm going to go toward this dude. I'm going to go towards me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And so to be through it and to be done with it, I was like, yeah,
I did that.
Yeah, there's at the end of the show, I go out for Smino does Z4L.
Yeah.
And I go out and I just like dance. And there's a moment where he's like singing or whatever. He like finishes his last note and he turns around, he looks at me, he goes, "We done, bitch." So that was a memorable moment.
Oh, I love that. And what is coming up in 2025? What are you most excited for the rest of the year?
Vacation.
Yeah. Time to rest.
Yeah, definitely.
The peak at the end. That's credentials. Yeah. I think I might have. I back myself. These two aren't coming with me, but I back myself. Okay. So earlier I asked Samara to go and pick a couple of vinyls. Just 2. One of them is her pick, an album that is quite close to her that she really enjoys. And then the other one is one that she has to put me onto. And of course, I had to do the same. So Samara, I'm going to let you go first. Let's choose the one that you love, the one that's close to your heart.
Okay, so the one that I want to give you is the one that's close to me.
Oh.
I feel like I've heard it. You got it. Okay. But I chose Slick Rick, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. It has Children's Story on there. It has The Moment I Feared, freaking Lottie Dottie's on here. It's fine. Indian Girl, Teenage Love, Mona Lisa. All of like these little songs and moments that picked up during my childhood of like me and my dad listening to hip hop. I was like way too young listening to Indian Girl. It's literally in parentheses says an adult story. Like, but
Right.
this is, like the earliest memory of like hip hop that I have. I feel like that I was like, this is crazy. This is so much fun to listen to. So a lot of good songs on there, a lot of like crazy explicit stories on there, and I think he does such a great job of like getting it across. Also, I always thought that he was from New York, but he's actually from London, I'm pretty sure. So boom, there you go.
That's actually perfect. Yeah. That's beautiful, fantastic little segue. I was even going to say, so this is basically the soundtrack of you discovering your love for rap.
Lucky.
I love that. I'm going to take that. I'll hold that deal. Okay, cool. I'll show you the one that I said is close to my heart. I grew up in old school R&B as well. My dad literally said, you will hear this music. Yeah. We would wake up and it's Jodeci blasting. Yeah. So instead of giving you Jodeci, I'm going to give you Dru Hill.
Love it.
I absolutely love this band. I think Cisco's a great vocalist that doesn't get as much shine as he should. And Tell Me is just one of the greatest songs of all time. Like, are you kidding me? Like, do the Dru Hill. There we go. Yeah. Yes. So I want to give you this.
Thank you so much.
That's my pick. All right. Lovely. And then the second album, you can put that one here, by the way. Second album, talk to me, Samara.
So this is not an album. This is just a song. It's just a single. But I put La Freak on here.
Chic?
Yes. Yeah. Because, period.
Yeah.
I'm taking this with me. It makes me think of, Just Dance actually put me on.
The game.
Yes. La Freak. Like, I remember that one. So, yes. I'm taking that.
I love that. It's nostalgic, but it's so funny because we're kind of in the same realm. Okay. You said you liked your Kate Trinada. This is TK Maeda. She's like an Australian artist, but she does, it's funk, it's electro, it's a bit of house. It's really, really great.
Cover art is
and I knew you'd like the cover art.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Imagery is a big thing with her, and she's really, really cool. So I think if you go home, listen to her, you'd love her. And that's
amazing
to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely love that. Absolutely.
So much. I
love
appreciate
it.
That.
Well, this has been Record Shop Finds of the Blues Project. I'm your girl, Melissa D, and we were joined by
Samara Cyn.
and we will catch you on the next one. See ya.